Happy Monday, everybody, and happy Memorial Day. I am super excited. I'm at Bayfront Park right now, and I decided this was going to be the perfect venue for our yoga class. Of course, I'm going to be out of the studio all week this week, sadly. The gym is closed today due to it being a holiday, and Thursday I'm going to be out of town. So I thought this would be a fantastic idea to make sure we still have the opportunity to practice, whether we are home or far away from home. That's one of the best parts of your yoga, is that it comes with you, right? I hope you guys have a marvelous week and an even more magnificent Monday. I'm looking forward to this practice, and I hope you are too. I recommend you join me outside. It's a beautiful day and it's a great time to get out, but otherwise just stay hydrated, get cozy, get a blankie or some pillows, and I'll meet you on the mat. See you soon. All right, everybody, let's get settled. As always, sitting on a block or a blankie, lift your hips to alleviate any of that lower back discomfort. Right away, take an inhale. We'll reach all the way up. And as you exhale, big bare arms, fingertips beside you. Deep breath in, sit a little taller. Exhale, arms wide. On this next breath, really grow tall in the spine. And kiss your palms to touch. We'll lower down to that space right between the eyebrows. Take this moment to set your intention for practice, dedicating your energy, your effort this Monday. Perhaps your intention is simply to be present in this new space, to observe. On your next exhale, bringing your palms to heart center, Anjali Mudra, bow your chin to your chest, and take this moment to thank yourself for showing up to life today. Be proud of yourself for rolling out of bed. And of course, today we'll give gratitude to the sun. Let's use an inhale. Offer that energy all the way up. And exhale back to heart center. Signaling the start of our practice with some breath work today. We're going to save our Om for the end of class. Right away, seal your lips and let's start breathing in and out through our nose. Engaging that Ujjayi breath, or Darth Vader's breath. As you inhale, fill the belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, and belly. Finding that rhythm, starting to build the fire in your tummy. When you're ready, inhale, 10 fingers reach up. And as you exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind you. Coming into that spinal twist for 3 breaths. Soft bend in the elbow, help yourself twist. And when you're ready, inhale all the way back up through center. Using that exhale, left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Find the opposite side. Remember, every breath sits us up a little taller, and every exhale softens you into the twist. No yanking, no forcing. Inhale, 10 fingers reach up. And this time as we exhale, left fingertips creep to the left. Start finding some weight, some heaviness in that forearm and elbow. And maybe you take the opposing hand to reach up and over. Stretching long through the side body. Engage your belly as you reach back up through center. And and over to the opposite side. Heavy forearm, heavy elbow. That lengthening side, make sure your rib cage is reaching for the sun. Once again, inhale, reach up through center, strong belly. And as you exhale, release. Rolling over, press into your hands, press into your knees, and we'll start to find our tabletop.
Yeah, the water's open. There's lots of people in there.
I'm starting to
Yeah, the water's open.
kind of get everything comfy. Of course, I've got a different environment today. But here in tabletop, start with your cat-cow. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, round spine. We've got a couple of these, so you start to find the rhythm of your breath. Every exhale rounds the spine. Every inhale, show the heart. Exaggerate the breath. No one's looking. Big breath in. This time as you exhale, tailbone first, round spine. Push away with your palms. And relax back into tabletop. Coming right into our sort of stretches here in tabletop. Take your left arm out long, your right toes out behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. We're going to take 3 of these at your own pace. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach out. At the end of the last one, let's bend your right knee and reach back with the left fingers. See if you can catch a grip on that toe. And release. Just a quick stretch. We're still getting warm. If you're outside like me, you're definitely already feeling it. Opposite side here. Right fingers out long. Left leg extends. Inhale. Exhale, curling in. Deep breath to reach. Exhale to round. Now this time, as you bend the back knee, start reaching for your toes. Remember to pull the foot as you also kick into your hand. That's going to deepen the stretch. And release. Try to avoid the slingshot. We do our best. All right, toes touching together behind you, knees as wide as the mat. Start to walk your fingertips forward. Start to find your very first Balasana, child's pose. As always, remember, Balasana has your back. Anytime in your practice you need to press the pause button or even just switch out a downward facing dog for something more peaceful. Find child's pose. Soften the shoulders. Take a deep breath. A very slow exhale. Beautiful. Blinking open the eyes, pressing into your hands and knees. We'll come back into tabletop, curl our toes, and lift your hips. Finding your first downward facing dog of the week. First downward facing dog of the practice. Pedal your feet, bending the knees one at a time. Soft bend in the elbows as well. I tend to hyperextend, you can tell there, so soft bend. Maybe you inhale, lift a leg, and place it back down. Finding whatever stretches help you feel groovy. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. Taking a deep breath, we'll look up at our fingertips and using an exhale, step your palms one hand closer to the feet. Inhale, use your right hand to reach for the left leg. And as you exhale, soft bend in that elbow. Keep looking for your opposite armpit. Spinal twist in downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, find the opposite side. And don't forget, this is your deodorant check. Just making sure. Use an exhale to return back to that downward facing dog. Shake it off, in the words of Taylor Swift, and start to walk your fingers back towards your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, show the heart. Exhale, bend the knees, belly towards your thighs. Again, we'll take a halfway lift on your breath. And this time, start to place the palms on the pads of your feet so your knuckles touch the mat. We're finding Pada Hastasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your elbows towards opposite sides of the room, of the yard, of the bay, wherever you are. Head is heavy. Release only when you're ready. It's a short one. Walk your palms out, back into a downward facing dog. Tailbone to the sky. And start to creep your way to the head of the mat. No rush at all. Creep into that halfway lift and use an exhale to fold once more. On your breath, inhale, 10 fingers reach up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward hands. And as you exhale, stay here, stay lifted. Start to interlace your fingers. Keep the pointer fingers extended. We're going to take that sword mudra, fingers to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, reaching up and out. Keep your fingers interlaced. And as you exhale, hips to the right, fingers to the left. Lateral stretch. Now, I'm sorry, guys. I do fix the camera in just a couple moments here as I realize you can't see my face. Bringing your palms back to the waist, we're going to use our thumbs at the sacrum, the bone above your butt. As you inhale, show the heart. As you exhale, press your hips forward. Lean the chest back. Baby back bend. Chin to your chest as you rise back up. Inhale, 10 fingers reach. Exhale, fold. Big bend in your knees, belly to the thighs. Halfway lift. Step it back. From tabletop, you choose. We can stay lifted, or I'm going to modify knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, cobra, thighs to the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Let's look between our legs. Reconnect with the song of your soul. Your breath, of course. For 2. For 1. Inhale, looking forward. Step to the top of your mat right away. Halfway lift, show the heart. Exhale, bending your knees, belly to the thighs. Inhale, rise. Finding hands to heart center. Let's release and reach back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back right away, finding those sun salutations. Yoga push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward. As always, I'll be showing modifications. You've got 5 breaths in downward facing dog. Every body is different. Focus on finding what feels good. For 2. For 1. Stepping to the head of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Big breath, 10 fingertips reaching up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. 1 more sun salutation A. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and step it back. This yoga push-up can be whatever you want. You can even rewind and check out the different variations I've shown here. Once you're in that downward facing dog, shake your head no, and nod your head yes. Keep the neck soft. For 3. For 2. For 1. Start to step forward. Maybe you take a big step. I did. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big breath, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hands. And as you exhale, let's start over one more time. You got this. Belly to the thighs. Big breath halfway up. Stepping back, Chaturanga. Inhale, you can press into the tops of your feet to hover up your thighs for that upward dog. And downward for 5, 4, 3, 2. Start to step or take a little hop forward. Big breath, show the heart. Exhale to bow. Inhale, rise and reach. Hands to heart. Sunbeam, bend your knees, sweep your fingers. Inhale, chair. Exhale, belly to your thighs. Big breath, show the heart. Exhale, fold. We added one in there. Stepping back for that vinyasa. Remember, you can switch. Go straight to downward facing dog if you need it. From that downward facing dog, though, let's take an inhale. For the first one, lift the right toes to the sky. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward. Left heel grounds down. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. You guys, there's options here. I've got my palms kissing in front of the face. My arms are not directly over the head, right? You can always hug opposite elbows. But on the end of your last breath, release. Down dog, or let's build some more heat. Yoga push-up, knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward. Left toes rise with a big breath. And as you exhale, step it through. Right heel to the mat. 10 fingers reach up. Now, I've got a really uneven surface. You got to bear with me. Remember, you can reach up, hug elbows, or even catch your hips. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. For 2 more breaths. And release. Stepping back, high plank. Chaturanga. Knees, chin and chest. Inhale, upward stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very well done, you guys. We're breathing for another 5. Just checking. Do you prefer down dog or child's pose? For 3. Step, hop, whatever you like. Finding the head of the mat. Inhale your halfway rise. Exhale to fold. Find a chair. Big breath in, bend the knees, and release. All right, guys, one more. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, your yoga push-up. Inhale, show the heart, up dog. Exhale, downward. Step your right foot forward, ground your left heel down. This time it's 1 breath to reach. Exhale to release. Vinyasa, knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward. Step your left foot forward, ground your right heels down. Inhale, 10 fingers reach up. Exhale to release. Knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, upward stretch. Exhale, downward dog. For 5. Whew, you're doing amazing, you guys. For 4. 3. 2. And start to walk to the head of the mat. Remember, right away, inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, one last Utkatasana, and release. Oop, just kidding, I have one more in here. This is a voiceover, my friends. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, stepping back, Chaturanga. Showing your heart, and on an exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, left heel grounds down. 10 fingers reach up and release. You can always skip the vinyasa. One more side. Left foot steps forward. Right heel grounds down. Big breath. And release. Fantastic job dancing with your breath. Downward facing dog or child's pose for 5. Now, the beauty of this practice is you can always press pause. You can fast forward through the 3rd sun B, right? All right, inhale, halfway rise, exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sweep your fingers, chair, and release. Shake it off. This is my sweaty intermission, my friends. The sun is real. Well, let's get back to work. From the head of your mat, don't lose your breath. Start to reconnect. Inhale, stretch and lengthen, reach up. And as you exhale, bending into your right knee, let's bring the palms to heart center. Get ready to step those right toes back into our lunging warrior. Beautiful. One breath. Remember, it's an option. You can lower the right knee. Find what feels good. At the end of an exhale, take the right heel to the mat. Just test it out here. Arms are long. Knee over the ankle. On your next exhale, start to bring that left forearm to the top of the left thigh. We're finding side angle pose here. Now, you don't need a block, right? You can always use a can of beans. Maybe it's baked beans. Yum. And bring the mat closer to you. Either way, we've got a bonus stretch. Deep breath. And on an exhale, let's reverse the warrior. Very nice. Left arm reaching back. And on an exhale, start to release. Cartwheel your palms down and optional vinyasa. Maybe a setup for that yoga push-up, knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, upward stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog or balasana, child's pose for 5. So proud of you guys. All right, start walking forward. Take your time, halfway rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise and reach all the way up for that stretch. And when you're ready, let's take the opposite side. Shift your weight into that right leg as you start to bend the left knee. Flexing the foot. And step it back, Captain Morgan. Good job. Inhale, 10 fingers. Reach up. Palms can stay at the heart, right? Left knee can ground. Always options. Taking it nice and slow. Use an exhale to ground that left heel, warrior 2. Once again, check that your arms are reaching towards opposite sides of your space. Inhale. Follow your exhale into that side angle pose. Right forearm to the top of the thigh, left arm reaches long. Once again, I'd just like to show you guys you can have a block, a can of beans. Bring the earth closer. Take a breath. And when you're ready, start to reverse the warrior. Left fingers reach back, right fingers reach up long. Tricep is by your ear. Right rib cage facing the sky. Always using our breath. Cartwheel your palms down. Inhale and use a full exhale to take your version of Chaturanga. Inhale, upward stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. I'm going to take a child's pose. Toes touching together, sending your knees as wide as the mat, hips towards the heels, melt, surrender your heart to the earth below you for 3. For 1. Gently start to blink the eyes open. Start to walk on out of that child's pose and sit on your heels. Right now, guys, I look around and realize I don't have anyone around, so I'm going to talk to you live from the bay. This moment, we're going to reset our intention. Take a moment to sit on your heels. If it's possible, you're welcome to even take your feet to either sides of your hip and let yourself sit in between. If that's a little uncomfortable, you can use a block or also a can of beans. You can place a can of beans right under your tushy here and give yourself that support. Now, whatever version of Thunderbolt pose you'd like to sit in, let's take a deep breath. Inhale, 10 fingers, reach all the way up. As you exhale, join your palms to kiss, and we'll lower down to that space right between our eyebrows. Take an inhale. A very slow exhale. Release your palms to heart center. Bringing out once more. A very slow inhale. A very slow exhale. Releasing any stale breath through the lips. One more time. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, super slow through the lips. Beautiful. Let's blink the eyes open. Take a deep breath in. 10 fingers reach all the way up, up, up. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Bring your hands to rest over your heart this time. We'll close the eyes a gentle moment and recall our intention. Recalling your dedication for practice today. If you've lost it, that's quite all right. Maybe our intention is simply that of gratitude. Finding gratitude for having the courage, the discipline to practice at home. Together in a different way. Showing up for ourselves on the mat, wherever the mat is. That's truly an incredible thing. Celebrate yourself. When you're ready, inhale, 10 fingers reach all the way up. And as you exhale, let it all fall. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and take that same warrior sequence twice more. And we'll dance with our breath. Remember, trying to synchronize one breath per movement. It's not about perfection so much as it is turning our practice into that moving meditation. I think this is the perfect time to share with you guys one of my favorite quotes, which is, nature never rushes, and yet everything gets done. So there is absolutely no rush. When you're ready, you can even press pause on this video. That is the amazing thing about practicing together on our phones. So press pause if you need it. Take a drink, hydrate, and if you're not outdoors yet and you feel inspired, by all means, just make sure you bring something hydrating. Alrighty, whenever you guys are ready, downward facing dog. All right, you groovy groupers, let's dance with our breath. Downward facing dog. Inhale, your right toes to rise. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Big breath in, lunging warrior. 10 fingers reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift the rib cage. Exhale, forearm to the top of the thigh. Inhale and use the exhale to reverse the warrior. Right arm long. Exhale, release. Chaturanga, optional vinyasa here. Up stretch and down dog. One breath, you got this. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Lunging warrior, 10 fingers reach. On an exhale, warrior 2. Use the breath to grow tall. Follow your exhale into side angle, left forearm to the thigh. Next exhale, releases back. Reverse the warrior and chaturanga. Knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward. Woo! Something tells me that was really good. Last one. One breath per movement. Let's dance. Inhale, your right leg lifts up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, your left heel to the mat, warrior two, big breath. Exhale, side angle, right forearm to the thigh. Inhale and use the exhale to reverse, right rib cage lifts up and release. Downward facing dog, or take one final strong vinyasa, knees, chin and chest. Inhale upward, exhale down dog. Lift those left toes, a big breath. Exhale, step through. Inhale, one more lunging warrior. Exhale, ground the left heel, warrior two. Big breath to sit up tall. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, start to move. Exhale, final reversed warrior. And release. Cartwheel the palms. Remember, vinyasa or skip it. What feels good? Down dog or child's pose? For 5. Alrighty, starting to step towards the head of your mat. Take your time. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale to bow to yourself. Inhale, 10 fingers reaching up. Big smile. Why not? Hands to the heart. All right. Catching your hips, we're going to step the right toes back. Here's our balance pose. Start to bring a block ahead of you. Right? Maybe a can of beans. That's all I keep talking about. I think I want beans. Anyway, that block, those beans, they can be really helpful to start moving the weight forward, right? Bringing the ground closer to you. Reach back with that right arm, bending into the right knee. This is our dancer's pose. The more you kick into your palm, the more you pull your foot. You guys have heard that before. The more success we have in dancer's pose. All right, now get ready because I'm really wiggly on this left side. I've got a root that I've been practicing next to. So once again, set your block up. Maybe a can of beans. All right, I'll stop. Here's a different version. You can start by lifting whatever that object is, and as you exhale, bringing it to the earth. Bend your left knee and reach back with the left fingers until you find the toe. Like a seesaw, the more you lower the chest, the more you're able to lift the back leg. Now listen, it's all right to fall. I just did. Let's start over. All the versions, guys. Wherever you find balance is where you're meant to be today. Natarajasana, dancer's pose. We made it through that. Release. Shake it off. Little towel dry. And let's do it. Step your legs out nice and wide, finding Prasarita Parutanasana. Heels face each other, toes face away. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands catch your waist. Inhale, show the heart. And as you exhale, fold halfway. Inhale, reach ahead, big smile. And as you exhale, release, palms to the mat. This is enough, but you can make those elbows, make those forearms heavier, just to assist your fold. Weight to the toes. Don't be afraid to roll forward. Maybe you've got your couch there to catch you. I don't know. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, catch your hips. Inhale, lifting all the way back up. Beautiful. I'm so proud of you. All right, so I'm going to show you the back of this one first. I really want us to roll those shoulders back behind us. I've got super tight shoulders, so I got to give myself a little extra roll back. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulders away from the neck. Inhale, fist down. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Now this first one is just to get the groove of things, feel where the direction of the pose is going. Never mind. Now, if you've got tight shoulders, feel free to release your grip this time and take your fingertips to the earth. We'll use an inhale, halfway rise, and as we exhale, fold again.
I did it wrong because I started talking.
Now, as you come all the way back up, get your bearings, roll the shoulders back, and create your fist. Inhale, show the heart. Exhale, bow forward. All right, here's where the buddies come in handy. Yep, if you're in the kitchen watching somebody do this, I want you to go over, grab their fist gently, and just help the stretch. We're gonna help encourage the fist back towards the head. Maybe even just lifting, right? That's what my partner's doing here. Thanks, babe. On an inhale, come all the way back up and shake it off. Heels face each other, big toes face away. Start to lower down into your Malasana yoga squat. Elbows inside the knees, hands to heart center. Hang out here. Now, of course, I gotta show you the option, right? You can sit on a block. All right, maybe a can of corn or like chicken broth. Those come in cans too. Whatever helps to alleviate the strain on the knees. Now, I do want you guys to take a little bit of time here. I made that Malasana pretty quick, but take at least 5 breaths. This is entirely optional, so you can remain there and just watch my shenanigans or tune inward. If you're hoping to do a little crow pose practice, just like Malasana, keep your knees reaching for the triceps. Starting to come onto your tippy toes to get a little height here. Squeeze the knees into the arms, into the triceps, and start to shift your weight forward. I'm using a block to show how the block can fall, just like us, but to show how we can bring our third eye or our forehead onto that block and just practice the lift without even really having to fall if you're afraid of that, right? Now, if you are at home, use a couch cushion. Practice falling. You don't have to do this crazy hop back right now. All right. Wherever you're at, walk your way into this upward stretch. And as you exhale, gaze past your right shoulder. Inhale up to center. Exhale, gaze past the left. One more time, inhale, center, and exhale all the way down to your mat. Resting the arms down beside your hips, palms face the earth. Let's start to take some breaths here. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, press into your hands. Can we lift the head, chin, chest, and toes, and lower back down? We're going to try that again, so don't worry, I know I'm fast here. Press into your palms, big breath in. And as you exhale, press, lift head, chin, chest, and toes. Maybe even those fingertips at the end. And release. That was a beautiful locust pose. I know you did good. I can see you. I'm kidding. Okay, bend your knees. We're going to start to reach back for our feet with either palm here. This is upward bow pose. Same thing, on an exhale, press into your hips, press the pubic bone into the mat, kick into the palms as you pull your feet, and let it go. Although it's upward bow pose, I also feel like it's a really intense upward stretch. I like to call it the clothesline pose. Same thing, if you want to do that a few times, you're more than welcome to, but release with an upward facing dog and meet me back here in a child's pose. Spend as long as you need in child's pose. Absolutely. Then, when you're ready, find a comfortable seat. We're going to extend the legs out long and find our balasana. Now, if you're outside like me, a blankie might help you if you're feeling uneven. Let's inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, fingertips down beside you. Now, fingertips, or maybe with the help of an exhale or two, we can start to find the palms. 2 breaths. Heart is tall. Inhale, 10 fingers reach up. This time as you exhale, belly towards the thighs. Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana, forward stretch. Maybe you find your calves, your ankles, or your feet. I just kind of showed you guys how you might use a buff. You might use any kind of blankie as a strap, right? Even the face towel. What really matters here is lengthening though. Don't worry so much about being flat. Breathe. Gently start to inhale, halfway rise. And as you exhale, come out of that. Hugging your left knee into the chest and crossing it over the right leg. We're going to hug that left knee with the right arm, left fingertips behind us, coming into a spinal twist. Can you gaze left? Beautiful. Spiraling out of that, let's keep the bend in the left knee. Bring peace fingers to your left big toe and start to get a good lock here. Now I'm trying to show you in the video, keep a bend in your knee until you're ready. Here's another opposing force. Kick into that peace finger lock, but also pull the toe. Start to find that balance on your sacrum, on the bone of your booty. Maybe you can lift the right heel off the ground. And release. We're gonna switch sides. Let's try it again. Right knee hugs in and crosses over to the left-hand side. Use your left arm to hug that right knee. Twist your gaze. Send your chin over to the right shoulder. Couple breaths. And get ready for the balance. Again, balancing on the bone above your butt. That's sacrum. It's like boat pose. Pull the foot, kick into the fingers, and when it feels good, start to flex your left heel. See if we can hover the leg off the ground. Maybe add a little bonus here. Left arm reaches back. We added a twist. Oh yeah. And release. All right. I'm going to move my blankie away here, and I'm just so proud of you guys. I'm throwing a little party on the beach. You like it? Bend your knees, start to walk your toes in towards your body. Start to find your Navasana boat pose. Shins are parallel to one another. Hands are grabbing the backs of those thighs. Hang out in this boat pose. Press pause. Hang out with me here in front of the water as long as you like. When you're ready to rock it out though, I bet you'll get to rock a little more than me. Peace finger lock on those big toes. Balancing on that bone above the booty. We can start to kick into our palms as we pull those toes. Remember to show the heart, really press the chest forward. Kick and press. Rock it back. I am cracking up because I didn't rock anywhere. I fell directly back, but that's okay. Roll your ankles, roll your wrist one way and the opposite. Let it all go. Start to shimmy, start to make your way all the way back onto the spine. Believe it or not, we are almost at Savasana. But first, let's bend our knees and bring the heels close in. As you inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, bring the navel towards the spine. We're practicing these big belly breaths. Inhale wide. Exhale, tucking in. All right, inhale wide, fill your belly. And this time as you exhale, start to press your hips all the way up. Up, up, up. And this is just a personal choice. You can always interlace your fists beneath you, but instead you could also bring your palms to the small of your waist, as I'm doing here, and use your thumbs as like a kickstand. Take a couple breaths and start to release. Now, you've got an option to take 2 more bridge poses, or we've got a different back bend for you. Fingertips facing your shoulders to practice full wheel. Press into your feet, press into your palms. Big breath, belly. Exhale, tucking in, and we're gonna come on to the crown of the head first. Use another breath on your exhale. Press into your palms, press into your feet. Lift the hips towards the sky. If you're in full wheel, really press your heart forward. chin to your chest when you're ready to release. All right. Now again, you had to take 3. So whether it's a supported bridge or another wheel, you go ahead. We're going to finish off with a vinyasa. Maybe knees, chin, and chest, or maybe you take that vinyasa from high plank. Whatever you've got. From that downward facing dog, go ahead and come onto the knees. Send your hips to the right, legs to the left, and make your way onto the spine. It is official, my friends. If you'd really like to take a shoulder stand, some sort of headstand in your practice today, please pause the video. Go for it. I'm going to leave that for another online class. I think it'll be a really exciting thing to include. So from here, send your heels out to either sides of the mat. Let your palms face the sky, open to receiving. Start to part your lips. Start to relax the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. No more yoga breathing. Returning to that natural rhythm of your breath. Can you soften your eyebrows? Relax the skin of your forehead. Notice the new sounds, the new smells in this different place of practice. Remind yourself that you are in a safe space and that you have all the permission in the world to rest for a few short minutes. We live our lives surrounded by phones, computers, and cars, all these things that need their space to refill. Officially, it's your turn to recharge. Enjoy these final moments of your practice. You deserve it. I am so proud of you. Slowly, starting to deepen your breath. Breathing life to fill your belly, to soften your heart. You are absolutely welcome to take extra long in this Savasana. When it feels right, part your lips and wash a smile onto your face. Bend your knees and give yourself that great big hug as you rest off into fetal pose. Alrighty, once you've come into a comfortable seated space, wherever that might be, take a deep breath, inhale, reach all the way up. As you exhale, join your palms and we'll lower down to that space right between our eyebrows. Third eye, center of wisdom, taking this moment to recall our intention, send gratitude to that inspiration for practice today. Deep breath. Exhale, lowering back down to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Bow your chin to your chest and bow to yourself. As always, take a final moment to thank yourself for showing up to life today, for rolling out of the bed. Thank your body for all these amazing things it allows you to accomplish in or outside of a gym or studio. And finally, thank your health for allowing you to make all this hard work possible, make all this manifestation happen. From this place of togetherness, from this place of yoga, let's seal with that final Om. When you're ready, take a deep belly breath in. Om. The light within me sees, honors, and truly cherishes, truly loves that very bright light that shines within you. Where there is loneliness, may we sow togetherness. Where there is sadness, may we sow joy. Where there is war, may we sow peace. Namaste. As you rise, don't forget to thank any pets, any loving family members who've kind of assisted in holding space with us today, or just your beautiful setting for practice. Love you guys. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. It is truly a blessing to share the gift of yoga with each other, to have the opportunity to practice from afar. Sometimes life gets crazy. We have all experienced the pandemic together, and so I think this is just an amazing opportunity to get to practice wherever we are, whenever we need it. I hope that videos like this really hold space for you and remind you that you are not alone. And as always, a brand new start is always a yoga practice, a simple decision away. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. I hope you enjoyed these amateur editing skills, and I really hope to have you next time. I will continue to be offering these private link classes for a while, so if you have any ideas for some quick yoga flows you'd like to have on a public YouTube channel, let me know. Anything from core conditioning to a slow morning yoga for your bed. I am so excited to flow with you guys more often, more versatile, and wherever works for you. Well, if you haven't heard it from me before, magical lives are anything but mythical. Thank you for sprinkling a little magic into my life today. See you soon.